like a panther. Yes?
Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be asking the question, should you watch the Disney Plus show, The Book of Boba Fett? We watched the first 5 episodes and we have some thoughts.
This new entry in the Star Wars franchise is set after the events of The Mandalorian. Boba Fett has returned to Tatooine and has taken over as crime lord of Mos Espa. And this is his journey on trying to build his empire and rule Tatooine with respect. Now, when Boba Fett was first introduced into Star Wars all those moons ago, he had a whopping screen time of 6 minutes and 32 seconds and had a whole 4 lines of dialogue. That was enough to create a legend around this bounty hunter. Who was this man? He had a jetpack, had a cool suit, and a sweet ride. People loved him. But honestly, he should have remained a mystery.
Alright, so I'm about to tell you why I think this is probably the worst thing Star Wars has ever produced. And I'm about to tell you why. So to start, Star Wars lately has been doing this annoyingly frustrating thing where they have to make a movie from a flyaway comment or object made in the franchise. The most obvious example being the Han Solo movie. I already knew he made the Kessel Run. I didn't need to see it. And that brings us to The Mandalorian. Boba Fett was brought back as a badass. He was a ruthless dude and he wielded this staff made of wood to take on his foes. And now we get to see the origin story of a stick. You can't make this up. When I think of Boba Fett, I don't think of legendary bounty hunter with a stick. So the first few episodes being how he gets out of the Sarlacc pit, how he gets captured by sand people and develops Stockholm Syndrome, and him learning the way of the stick.
When he's not having flashbacks of sticks, it's showing Boba Fett in modern Tatooine where he is learning the way of the land. He walks everywhere with his most trusted friend Fennec Shan, and honestly, I have no idea how he's not assassinated. Boba was already portrayed as a badass from The Mandalorian, and now he slaps like a wet noodle. She is the badass of this show, and she is the reason why this show is even interesting to watch.
I would say this is the 3rd time that they've changed Boba's character, because in the original trilogy, he didn't do much.
He had 4 lines.
And in The Mandalorian, he was this ruthless badass, but now, who or what is he? He wants to rule with respect, but basically does nothing. I mean, this is the underworld of Star Wars. He's gonna have to get his hands dirty. Like, it just makes sense, right?
There were so many moments in this that I was like, what in the world is going on? Those cheap knockoff Power Ranger mod squad with speeder bikes, they don't fit in this universe. And I mean, the fact that this genius flies his ship into the mouth of a Sarlacc pit and then is surprised when the Sarlacc pit attacks him. Come on, bro. Fennec has to obviously save him, and his response, don't touch my buttons. Like, I'm sorry, what? She just saved your life and that's what you say?
Next time, don't touch my buttons.
And another thing. Why are the Hutts so powerful? They're just these fat slugs that can't seem to get around without an entourage. And tell me why Boba Fett couldn't just go like pew pew, like what threat are they? They still haven't said why I should be afraid of the Hutts. And with episode 5 straight out being a Mandalorian episode, it just takes home that The Mandalorian is just a way better series. Din Djarin is just a way better character with better motivations.
So should you watch the Book of Boba Fett on Disney Plus? No, I can't recommend it. If you're not a Star Wars fan, don't even bother. I fell asleep every single episode. I mean, the Mandalorian episode was the better one, but I still fell asleep.
For us, reviewing this as a TV series, it's a terrible show. It's slow, boring, with little to no payoff in any episode.
So have you started watching the Book of Boba Fett? What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments below if you're Team Mandalorian or Team Boba. But like always, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Until next time.
It's the Frankie and Jackie Show.